Good evening, viewers. Is there anybody out there tonight? I'm here, waiting. Is there anybody there? I know it's not 8 o'clock yet, but I'm early. For some reason, this went straight up. We've got one viewer and one like already. Hey, hey. Hi, Lynn. You are very quick coming in there. What I like to see is one viewer and one like. That's brilliant. I am slightly early, but hey, that doesn't matter. Kerry, good evening. Lovely to see you. You've joined us. Thank you very much. Oh no, that's a disaster. I bought a new printer. Oh, probably a year ago, and I just cannot get on with the thing. It's a pain in the backside. T4 Lovers, hi, good to see you. I remember when you were on the radio. Never been on the radio, so I don't know what you're talking about. So there. Yeah, HP ones are pretty good, Lynn. But yeah, Anna, hello, lovely to join us. Very good evening to you. Claire, hi Claire, how are you? Claire, fingers crossed for today. I hope it went well. Peter, hello, good of you, nice of you to join us. Canon, yeah, I had a Canon the first time round, Lynn, and I found that really good. It was a Canon Bubble Jet, I think it was called. Good evening, Towers from the Tombstone. Philip Hammond, good evening. Cynthia's camera, hello. Lynn B. Ours is a Pixmax. All right, okay, I've never heard of one of them. T4 Lovers. They what talking to you, I think. No idea. No idea. Ernie, good evening. I got in just before Lynn and gave you a lot. For some reason, the keyboard was playing up, so to say hello. Hello. These things happen, Ernie. These things happen. Hey, it doesn't matter. 15 viewers and 9 likes. It's not going. It started off 1 and 1, but now it's gone out of sync. Andrew, good evening. Good evening. Fiona, hello. Unfortunately, Fiona, Steve can't be with us tonight. He does send his apologies. His son Paul is over from Berlin with his partner Alex and their little daughter Hetty. So they are having a family get together. So they don't see each other that often. Angela, good evening. Hi, nice to see you. Let me just grab this, and I'll wish everybody that's here so far a happy New Year. I don't know what the weather's been like where everybody else is, but it's been awful here today. Hello, Robert. Good to see you. 1 minute, it's sort of, you think, I was trying to get out to do a little walk. And no sooner as I thought about it, it started raining. So, and then it just kept on like that all day long. And some of the rain we've had has been torrential. Hi, Tracy. Good to see you. Yeah, nice weather for the capes. Actually, I could have got the cape out, couldn't I? Yeah, the cape on. Yeah. Evening, Bernie. Good to see you. I've got no excuse really, Angela. I've got waterproof trousers. I've got over trousers. I've got waterproof jackets. I've got waterproof hats. I've got capes, and I've got, well, I don't know about my boots being waterproof in the weather we've had today, but it's no, I've got no excuse really. I just couldn't be bothered to go out, I suppose. So tell me, what's everybody been doing today? I think I know what Claire's been up to today, and as I said to her just now, fingers crossed, Claire. I'm sure you'll let me know when you've heard something. Even Mrs. M still cooking. Who's Mrs. M? Oh, Tracy Murphy, is that it? Peter's been sorting out music today. Is that for your radio show, Peter? I must have a listen to that. I haven't actually got round to doing that. I should have a Christmas cookbook. Christmas book reading. Oh, Christmas. I need to get my glasses sorted out. I thought I said Christmas cookbook. Evening, Michael. I hope you're well. Now, tell me, has anybody got this nasty cold that's going around? There's a lot of people around where I am in Midhurst that seem to be catching this horrible cold that's going around. People have had it for 3 or 4 weeks or more. And of course, that horrible thing beginning with C's going around again. Oh yeah, I know. You said, Lynn, before you've not been feeling well. I saw somebody on the television the other day. Can't remember his name. Was it Richard Madeley or something? And he was saying that he was off work for 4 weeks with a virus. He was convinced he had the one with C, the starting with C, but never tested positive. But he said he felt so poorly, and he was, he's sort of a little bit glad to get back to work. But it's just Peter Coombs. I did have that cold before Christmas for a couple of weeks, but all okay. I'm glad to hear it, Peter, because a lot of people, it's been dragging on for several weeks, and they've been really very poorly. I had a message from my nephew only about 15, 20 minutes ago to say his girlfriend ended up in hospital. She was struggling with a nasty virus just before Christmas, and both she and my nephew ended up with, I say the word COVID, but she ended up, so he tells me, in hospital for a day because she was so poorly, which is horrible. Kerry, you tested positive but barely felt ill. I think Cynthia recently has had that as well, and she was didn't suffer really at all. Hello, Caroline. Good to see you from all the way from America. The virus that dare not speak of his name once was enough. Sight tickling throat. Yeah, you see, I was convinced I had COVID at the same time as Cynthia a couple of weeks ago, but I didn't get it. Yeah, Happy New Year, Caroline. And I was with 2 other people. I saw Cynthia and I saw somebody else, and luckily, touch wood, find some wood, I didn't get it. So I was very, very lucky. I didn't want to get it again either, because when I had mine in March, I had 3 days when I was really quite rough. I was not well at all. What's Claire saying? A lot of club. Yeah, it's, they do say, oh, what's it? Mum and Dad, all right, but not COVID. Oh, I'm glad they've not got it. So I think they've had it quite recently, Claire, haven't they? The one thing that has happened to me since I had it in March, I suffer with something called postnasal drip. Sounds horrible, but it is horrible. But that has actually got worse since I've had COVID in March. I wake up every morning. Mornings and night times are the worst for me. And I start producing this stuff that keeps running down from the back of my nose into my throat, and it irritates my throat. Hence this horrible cough. I get this cough quite regularly anyway, but it's particularly mornings and nights. It's horrible. I just can't stop from this stuff. Anne Wright, I'm in Furnhurst and had the cold. Anne Wright, do I know you, Anne? I'm sure your name rings a bell. Why does your name ring a bell? Are you the friend of Cynthia's? Thank you for joining us, Anne. It's very kind of you. Thank you. Yes, Claire, your daughter's been quite poorly, I think, with a virus. I'm glad she's better now. Hello, Jacqueline. Sorry if I've missed you. You might have popped in already. If you hadn't turned up tonight, you'd have had to answer to Bernie. Oh yeah, I couldn't have stopped him from having words with you. In fact, I might have messaged him and said, what happened to Jacqueline. But thanks for joining us. Nice of you to join us. Now, are we supposed to call you Jackie or Jacqueline? I don't want to call you by the wrong name. It might be just Bernie that can call you Jackie. Oh, I thought I'd muted my phone. Hang on a minute. Let me bear with. Got to mute my phone because that will annoy me. Because I've been editing a video today, or on and off all day, and I noticed in the the video clip I was doing, that my phone went off, and I didn't realise it. It's strange, you do these things. Bernie knows this as well as I do. It's you try and do these lives, and you're trying to keep them. You're trying to come up with ideas and people to talk about. And Bernie's an expert on trains. I'm not an expert on anything. Richard Martin, good evening. Nice from the East Midlands. See, that's a part of the country, the East Midlands. Hang on. Yes, yeah. I've got relatives in East Midlands, in Hucknall. I think I've told you that before, Richard. I think my cousin lives up there, and I've got a cousin in Arnold, and Belper Village. Richard, if you know Belper Village, I'm sure you do. My daughter and son-in-law have the awful cold and cough so much. Yeah, it's nasty, Jacqueline. Really is nasty. Michael, join it anyway. It doesn't matter if you if you're going to go under a different name, but please join us, and then you can add me as a friend on Facebook, and then we can have a chat, and then then I'll know who you are, sort of. Fiona, that was short. Fiona, yes, definitely. Give me a ring. We'll come up with some a couple of dates or something, and Cynthia, Steve, and I will definitely come and meet up with you. That'd be brilliant. Look forward to it, Fiona. Really do. And right, I made a comment on yes, yeah, and you know Rodney. No. Whatever he tells you, please do not believe it, because it's all untrue. And just so you know, Rodney's. Hang on, let me get this right. Rodney's father and my mum were siblings. Oh, thank you, Jackie. Yeah. Nikki Jess, hello. Goodness me. Look at this. What's going on? Yeah, you got it, Robert. Yeah. Nikki, it's great that you joined us. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. It's been a long time hearing from you. I know we've had a couple of messages just recently, but yeah, it's lovely that you could join us tonight. Thank you very much. Went to see the Rocky Horror Show in Picture Show yesterday at the Theatre Royal in Brighton. Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it, Claire? That's the main thing. Am I missing something? Well, I missed. Good way forward. Hang on. I'm missing out on questions. Andrew, sorry, I didn't see you slide in there. When I went to Hull for Christmas, I used IKEA at Nottingham as a service station and got cheap. I'm not surprised. Yeah, not surprised. Is that the IKEA at Eastwood by any chance, Andrew? Because I've been in that one quite a few times. There's a lovely little retail park there at Eastwood, if that's the one you went to. Ah, yeah, I know exactly where you've been. Yeah, it's a lovely little park there, Andrew, because you can get different types of meals. There's two or three restaurants there, um, and I think there's a decathlon there, which I've been in several times, and the next retail shop, which is next door to it. Um, I was there at Giltbrook yesterday. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Is it called Giltbrook, Richard, and not Eastwood, or is that just a part of Eastwood? I'm not sure about that. Mouse the cute. Ah, hey, Shelley. Is that Shelley or is that Jack? Well, no, it's got to be Shelley because you're saying hi, yo, pops. Hello, darling. Lovely you join us. Thank you very much. Technically separate. In reality, it's merged. Yeah, yeah. I'll get what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's what's is it? Is there? Hang on, Richard. I'm trying to think now. There's a house in Eastwood that's famous. Oh, is it for a poet or an author or something? No worries. Pay me later. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Richard. Thank you. Yeah. D.H. Lawrence. Oh, because I went round his museum. There is a video. So anybody knows? D.H. Lawrence. Oh my gosh. Yes, Richard. Oh, the brain like a sieve. Yeah. Um, yes, D.H. Lawrence. I've made the video there, but then they were very keen for me to do a little bit of filming around there, but then they weren't so keen for me to post it, which was a bit late because I'd already posted it, because they thought that if I posted a video about the museum, it was going to detract from people going round. Well, I beg to differ. I think it's going to encourage people to go round because I'm giving them free advertising. And I found the place really interesting. Hang on, Michael White, Old Crow lost a sister, which is. Oh yes, yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was around about Christmas time, Michael, wasn't it? Yeah, that's very very sad. Nikki Jess, what does she say? Thanks, Kevin. Lovely to see you. Oh, and Mark, love to meet up with you. Very, yeah, yeah. Nikki, keep an eye on my group for walks. It would be great if you and Mark could come along for one of the walks. sadly closed now, I believe. So yeah. Oh, that is a shame, Richard. That is a shame. I hope it's nothing to do with me. Mark Burgess, hello. What's he saying here? Evening, all sorry, Mr. Solomon exchanging communications to someone, but they live in Russia. Oh, okay. No, it's fine, Mark. It's all right. Yes, exactly, Andrew. This is strange because some places you go round, they actually want paying if they think that you're going to, make a video or something. They will actually charge you to go and film there. You're not, if it was somebody like me, let me give you, for instance, um, where the repair shop's made, Singleton Open Air Museum. I believe they want something like £500 for you to go and film there. When you're giving them all this free advertising, it's ridiculous. Um, so I don't know. It baffles me sometimes. And there was somebody somewhere else that I read about that they wanted £300 for you to go and video there. Well, it's like I said to Richard just now about the D.H. Lawrence Museum. If I can bring them some new people coming in, it's free advertising for them. I'm not making any money out of the videos I do. I do it for the fun of it, as most of us do. If we can help them out a little bit by going around and making a video, then why not? I'm quite happy to do it for them. But if they want me to pay £500 or £300 or whatever it is, no chance, not a chance in hell. I think it is Bernie, yes. But that's what I believe they wanted to be charged. Which I said, Notts County seems very poor to make a nice of a local history. We have connections with Lawrence, Lord Byron, and of course Robin. Yeah, Lord Byron, his house at where he lived at Newstead Abbey, and of course his heart, I believe, at Mary Magdalene Church in Hucknall. I've been there. I've visited Mary Magdalene several times. In fact, my great grandparents, hang on a minute, great great grandparents, their grave, as you walk into Mary Magdalene in Hucknall, is just on the left hand side. So it would have been a huge, tall headstone, slate headstone, but it sadly it either broke or got pushed over, but it's still been left there. My great 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 grandfather, was a builder and plasterer, and moved up from Northamptonshire. I've got connections, quite deep connections with Hucknall. That's where my father was born. So let's have a look at some of these comments. You're right there. There's nothing in the city, as far as I'm aware. In fact, funnily enough, Richard, I wanted to come up to, well, I did. Was it 2020, 2021, 22? I can't remember. And I did in Hathersage, in the Peak District, I did a very simple, one of my very first videos was on my phone, Little John's grave, and it's the most viewed video I've ever had. And I wanted to continue that theme to do with the legend of Robin Hood. And I'm going to go back to Bliston, where Will Scarlett is allegedly buried, and I believe Maid Marian may have been born in the same place, but also go to the place where they suggested that Robin and Marian got married. I have emailed both the churches to see if I could to go and film there. which I'd love to do. Hopefully, when I come up the end of January, beginning of February. Oh, what's Nikki said? She's retracted her message. Let's have a look at some of these messages. Contact someone in Russia. Probably mentioned. Well, actually, you never know, Bernie, about that, because if anybody wants to look at a video I did about a book by a friend of mine, David, he used to do a lot of work in China. And he was out there for about 10 years. And over those period of 10 years, he wrote a book which he finished in 2019. And when he finished it, he tried to send it back to this country via email. That email has never, ever arrived. He had saved it, luckily, on memory sticks, which he managed to get out of China. And he contacted me about making a video about his book and about his time in China. And we arranged to do it at his house in Guildford. Now, my GoPro 710 have never failed before, never failed since. And the strange thing is, when I did a video at David's place, I did it in 2 takes. When it came to edit the video the following day, there was only, I think, 2.5 minutes on one clip and 1.5 minutes on the other clip. And the rest of it is just gone. And I contacted him and said, David, have you got a Chinese satellite hovering above your house? And he asked me why, and I told him, and he couldn't believe it. We did do the video, which is on my YouTube channel. And there was no problem. So it's just strange. And my GoPros have not failed since that day. So who knows? But David's he found out that his laptop had been hacked, and a lot of the data and information that he'd collected that wasn't on the memory sticks had been wiped off and gone. And everywhere he went during the 10 years, I think he said that he was being monitored and being followed. So, but he was out there on behalf of Surrey University, I think it was. So let me have a look at some of these comments. There's a cairn near Shap in Cumbria called Robin Hood's grave. Now, yes, I think there's a suggestion that Robin Hood is not buried in Nottingham. I think it's Yorkshire way. I'm not 100% sure about that. You will have to, Michael White, you'll have to do a Robin Hood video in tights, Kevin. Not sure about that. Hello, what's my daughter saying? Don't need to see Pops in tights. Oh dear. Yeah, oh gosh. No, that don't bear thinking about. Oh gosh. Dear, oh dear. What else have we got here? Jackie's. Rice Krispies. I used to like Rice Krispies. Don't like them anymore. What's it? Did you know the Chinese are fitting SIM cards into sealed units, electrical stuff? They've recently found such things in the government cards. No, I didn't know that, Bernie. Have you got inside information, Bernie, into this into the intelligence of this country? What's going on? Very much time to bring back manufacturing to stop. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Bernie. Actually, why is Robin Hood's Bay in Yorkshire called us? Claire, I'd love to know that. I've been to Robin Hood's Bay a couple of times, and it's absolutely lovely. What I love about it is you're not allowed to drive down. Well, you're allowed to drive down and unload, but then you've got to go and park in the car park up the top. Hello, Roy. Good to see you. From Spain? What are you doing over there? Clive, hello. Have you just joined us? If you have, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Happy New Year to you as well. He returned to from the Crusades with Little John and landed there in the 12th century. I dare not reveal my sources. Yes, I don't want to be eliminated, Bernie. Not just yet. You know, hopefully I've got a few more years. Well, a lot of years ahead of me. Oh, how the other half live, Roy? 3 weeks holiday. I've never had a 3 weeks holiday. Bernie, I was going to say the same. You know, he's obviously exhausted everywhere that he's been. I think he was in Torquay just recently, and now he's gone to Spain for 3 weeks. What's going on? I've got a job to make a video around where I live. Now alone go to Spain. You won't get me on a plane anyway. Don't like planes. Shelley, are you still there? Has Jack gone to bed yet? Is it school tomorrow? Shelley, I had one of these with my lunch earlier, and then I had a gap, quite a long gap, and then I've got this one. Only so I can wish people happy New Year. Roy's I've got a local train pass, €10 in it last 4 months. Is that an excuse to go to Spain then? Because you've got a train pass. if he's still awake, if he can hear me, Jack, get to sleep. It's school tomorrow. You need to be bright and busy, ready to go. No, not a bottle. Not a bottle at all. A bottle will last me about a weekend if I drink that much. This is out of a carton that Rodney gave me, actually. The rain is beating against my sitting room window, so it's chucking it down with rain again. I think Cynthia must have gone to sleep. Either that or she's monitoring the chat that's going on. Oh, something, Bernie, you might be interested in this. I found out on YouTube that if you got a comment that you don't like, you can't take the comment down. You have to take the person that posted it down, and that's what I've instructed Cynthia to do. Is if a comment comes on there that we don't like, then it's going to be taken down, or the person will be taken down. What have we got here? Cynthia, oh, she's there. Good. Hello, Grandad. No, well, my granddads have been dead a long time. Hello, Jack. Jack, you keep doing well at school, my boy. You're doing so well. I'm really proud of you. Look, Bernie, not sure about whether that means permanently. I think it would only be for the particular live that we're doing at the time. But I couldn't say that 100%. I've noticed that right at the top of the chat we had a strange one come in, and I wasn't quite sure about that. I didn't quite know what he was on about, and I don't know whether Cynthia took it down or not. But the person made 2 comments, which was a bit odd. But up to then, since then, everybody's been sensible and with their comments, and it's people that we know, which is good. I know Bonnie couldn't be here tonight. Andrew, they drive me round a twist. On my Facebook group just recently, there's been Um, two or three. Um, Matthew Holdsworth commented saying that anything with MD at the start of it are spammers. Now, there's been this particular one going around for a little while now, saying people will pop up and they'll say, "Have you received the Asda card or whatever it is?" And it's spam, and that's that I found out about. And I've had three. I think I said to Cynthia, it's either three or four that have tried this same thing, and now I've sussed them out. I've reported them to Facebook. Facebook have looked into them, and they are taking them down. They're keeping an eye on them, so they've been reported. So I'm glad about that. And I've now blocked anything that they do, and I think what it does is it within the algorithms of the way this all works, I think it can make it that any other names that they come up with, that will be taken down as well. Does Kevin know a hitman? Actually, Robert, we're not a hitman. I do know somebody that offered to do something for me once, but I know a friend, a guy called Alan. I don't even know if he's still alive actually, because he was very, very poorly at one time. But yeah, I do know somebody that offered to help do something for me once. Yeah, I didn't take him up on it. Let me just quickly scroll back. Have I missed anything? Let me just quickly scroll back. If anybody comes to Spain, I've got a SIM card, 120 gig. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Does that apply to? No. That's oh yes. Sorry, Bernie. I'm going back. Take it down. I've just seen your comment, Michael. Yeah. Do you know what? I don't know if she has or not. She's not. As far as I can see, she hasn't replied to whether she's got a shotgun or not. Kerry Mogul, take it out. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Nikki, what you're saying, Kevin Cynthia, will you be coming down to Cornwall? Nikki, love to come down. So I want to come down to Cornwall and do some videos, actually. So yeah, I would love to come down. I'll be on my own though. What's Jack saying? Almost 1,000 subs. Well, 710, Jack. It's getting there very, very slowly. It's frustrating to me, and I always said if I could get to 50 subscribers, I'd be very happy. And I've got to 710. But what annoys me is, I'm just repeating myself, Cynthia. I'm sorry. We'll get to 710, then it'll drop back, and then it'll go back up again, and then it'll drop back. But then when I see other people out there that doing the same sort of thing, their subscribers are going up and 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 up. And I can't work out what I'm doing wrong. I must be doing something wrong. And I do find that very frustrating from a personal point of view. I know I shouldn't, because I should be happy with 710. And the people that comment on my videos are always very, very generous with their comments about my videos, and so I shouldn't get so frustrated, but I'm afraid I do. And I would say to anybody, it's like for Andrew Norris or Bernie or Lynn B. If you can, you've got friends and neighbours out there that you think might be interested in any of our videos, please, put our names forward to them. Likewise for the Kevin's Rambles group, that would be wonderful, and I really appreciate your help for any of us that are creators and for YouTube stuff. Is it, Jack? It's gone up another one since I started. I looked just before I started this live, and it was 710. So we picked up one from tonight, which is brilliant. Now, if I'm missing any comments, please forgive me. I'm trying to scroll through them and pick up on some. Just talking. What's Claire on about? Just talk about conspiracy theories, and you'll get more views. Thank you, Claire. Yes, we'll steer clear of that one. Thank you. What we got here? Find that too. And oh, is that Jack speaking there, or is that my daughter? Oh, love a conspiracy. The only a catapult. Thank you, Claire. Thank you. Yeah. It's. I don't want to go down the road of conspiracy theories or anything like that. Anything to do with politics and anything of that sort of stuff, I'm not interested in. Yeah, because it just goes straight over my head, Shelley. You know what I'm like. Actually, I did message your mum earlier on to see if she wanted to come on and just see what happens on these things, but I didn't hear anything from her. I hope she's okay, by the way. Have you spoken to your mum in the last couple of days? I hope she's feeling picked up a little bit now since her dad passed away in the funeral. I must contact her actually. And I hope Morris is okay because he's had the old nasty COVID, hasn't he? Oh, not for a few. Okay, all right, darling. Thank you. I'll give her a ring, see how she is. I just thought, just call me Susie. It's easier. Tales from the Tombstone. Tales from the Tombstone. Tell us if this is going to be a difficult one. Tales from the Tombstone. Now I don't know. Are you male or female? Because if you're a male, I don't want to call you Susie. That's a bit weird. What was that song by Johnny Cash? Was that something? I can't remember. So for some reason, Susan springs to mind from Johnny Cash. Made of rubber. That's it's lost the thing there. Sorry about this, folks. Love your glasses, dude. What's that? My messages have all gone weird. What's going on here? Hang on a minute. Why have my messages gone strange? They've all gone back to the top. Hang on a minute. I've got to scroll all the way down to the bottom because they've all gone a bit. A boy, no, thank you, Michael. I've just got to the bottom. A boy named Sue. Yes, thank you very much. I did, and I was struggling there because I was hiding a message from deleting a message from someone. Someone's name is Cash Register. Just so you know, someone's name is Cash Register. Sorry, I don't get that, Shelley. Operator, not the technology. Yeah, probably. You're probably right there, Shelley. Nikki, what is that? That will be wonderful if you come and visit us, and Mark will welcome you to our house. You can stay. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That's Jack. That's Jack. Also had no idea. Oh my God. This is confusing, but I've got my daughter and my grandson. My grandson is a really smart kid, let me tell you. And he could just, you know, he's just amazing, amazing little boy. Somewhere in the world, someone is called cash register. Thank you, Jack or Shelley. I don't know which is which. You'll have to get different names. Get a different name, Shelley or Jack, so I know who's who. Oh dear. Caroline, my grandson is 10 going on 22. No, he's 10 years old. He'll be 11 in March. And I always get the dates mixed up. Is it the 8th or the 12th? I can't remember. Yeah, but yeah. Jack, not me. No, I think that's very fair, Jack. You keep the mouse because your little cat was mouse, wasn't he? Yeah. Thank you, Jack, for confirming that. I'm a really person honest. I don't doubt that, Tales from Tombstone. Actually, I've got to scroll back because I missed that. Did you say if you were male or female? I just thought, call you Susie. No, I've not seen that. Tales from Tombstone is a lovely person called. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Bertie. I had no idea. Oh, okay. She and Peter Coombs. Oh, right. Okay. Oh my gosh. And they've just joined my Kevin's Rambles group, and I really appreciate that, Susie and Peter. Thank you. Now I know. At least I know now. Oh my word. How to put your foot in it? Oh my God. Dig a hole. Hang on. Let me start digging that hole. Hang on, Shelley. Look, it's gone, and I've got nobody else here to fill it up. You know, Claire, I remember you saying to me the other day that Kerry's going to be 18 soon, and I think when I first met you about what 5 years ago, I can't believe those 4 or 5 years have gone by so quick. And Mr. Crow, so are you on about taking lessons from you? It seems about what? Robert, that's me. My name, that's me. Kevin, yes. Oh yeah, yes. Well, I could comment on that, Robert, but I won't. Yes, I'm very good at putting my foot in it. Roxy keeps barking when she is. Hello, Roxy. How are you doing? Look, just so everybody knows, yeah, Roxy is a dog. Yeah. Thank you, Susie. Thank you. I've got to try and remember. It's Moments of Murphy is Andrew, and Tales from the Tombstone is Susie, and oh my word, this is getting very difficult. Oh gosh, but it's been brilliant. What a great lot of chats. My grandson Michael was 11 on the 20th of December, and he made me a lovely cup of tea. Oh, that's really nice, Jackie. Jack, look, Jackie's grandson made her a cup of tea tonight. So where's mine? You need to bring Grandad a cup of tea round. Oh no, you're supposed to be in bed, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Well, as I said just now, my grandson Jack will be 11 on the 8th of March. Actually, I'm hoping to take him. I want to. Jack, you better speak to your mummy about that. I can't help you with that one. Please allow me to write a bit of job. Bernie, I was going to do exactly the same thing for you, my friend, before I disappear tonight. On the 11th of this month, Bernie will be doing the Village Hall Social Club at 8 o'clock, which is a Wednesday, which we'll all look forward to very much. You can't ask if someone. Michael, it's too late. I already have. I don't want to get into that situation when you get these forms nowadays, and it's how do you is it they put it? How do you relate to yourself or something? It's just ridiculous. I think that's my opinion. Everybody else is entitled to their own opinion. I'm lucky if my almost 80 makes me. You need to put your foot down, Claire. Yes, dangerous territory there. Oh dear. What generations? Yeah, when did the generations start splitting from the male, female, and all this sort of thing? It's to me, it just I don't know. It baffles me. No, all right, darling. I won't get you started. I don't know which side of the fence you would be on, Shelley. Would you be on my side or would you be on the other side? I don't know. I'll be there, Bernie, as everybody else is saying that they're going to be there. I'll be there, Bernie. And perhaps my daughter might join. That would be cool. Please, folks, I don't mean to take over a bit. It's Bernie, you're not taking over. Don't worry, it's not. It's fine. Station Master's Choice, as you can see, coming up here with the comments, Shelley. That's my friend Bernie. He does a live as well, once a fortnight on a Wednesday night. And then it's called the Village Hall Social Club. I'll send you the links if you want to join in. It's very much like I'm doing now. But, and yeah, it's very much like I'm doing now. You know, you can comment, you can join in with other people's chats, yeah, it's good fun. Michael, what you're saying, I know what you mean, Kevin. Everyone is them to me now. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. So Wednesday night, Richard Martin, what is it? If your grandson is 11, start putting £30 a month away. You might just about cover the cost of his driving lessons. Yeah, that's true, Richard. That is true. Are you a driving instructor, by the way? Do you do cheap rates? I am putting a little bit away for Jack. I can't afford a lot to put away, but whenever I get a lot of loose change, I put a lot of loose change into a pot, and then once the pot's full up, I empty it out, count it all out, and then I go and pay it into Jack's account. And that way, it just helps a little bit. It's not a lot of money, you know, 400 or 500 quid, but yeah. Daniel, hello, good to see you, my friend. What's this? Angela's saying you won't need to drive lessons in 6 years all the time. Yeah, probably, Angela. Mind you, I wouldn't like to get into a car that's driverless. I really wouldn't. It fears me with, yeah. Not warm. What? Not warm. I've missed something there somewhere. That's probably my grandson. He loves to come in with a little thing like that. Yeah. Look at my above comment. Oh, hang on. Yeah, Shelley, try and do one of these. Try and do one of these. It's not easy. Can't afford to put £30 aside. Everything is so expensive. I don't. Yes, Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. These chats are not easy because the comments are going up very very quickly, and at times, like I have had to do, I've had to scroll back just to have a look to see what somebody said, because your comments are coming in every few seconds. What's Robert said? My daughter got driving about just for 18 from me, shocking the price now. Yeah, 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 absolutely. I bet it is. And I paid for every one of my daughter's driving lessons, didn't I, darling? Yeah, yeah. Driving lessons are too expensive. Yeah, yeah. The push bikes are great. I hope to be knocking on the village door. Yeah. Oh, Clive. Have I said hello to you yet, Clive? Oh, Shelley, now you've let me down. Oh, did you? Did you have a car then? Don't remember that. Even tool test in my car, in my own car. Tool test? Were you playing the music by Tool or something? I don't know. Please enlighten me. Vauxhall Nova. Oh yes, I remember the yeah. Well, I did wonder if that's what whether you might have mistyped something. I know you like the band Tool, and for anybody else, that's a heavy metal band, and yes, that sort of stuff. The average cost now is 12. Is it? Good grief! 1,200 quid to learn to drive a car. Electric bikes, now they're the thing of the future, I think. Well, oh God. Oh dear, Michael, that sounds bad. Andrew Norris, where have you gone? Are you hiding from us tonight? What's going on? He was here earlier on, but now he's disappeared. I think he's been to see Torner in the village, and he's been having some of Torner's brandy again. A woman driving. How far did she drive you, Michael? Was it from one pub to the next, or what? Yeah, quite likely, Bernie. Yeah. Oh, you're in Zagreb, are you, Andrew? You're in Zagreb. So is the first stop your house or Torna's house? That would be interesting. Oh, Andrew, that's terrible. Andrew may have to take his dog out for a walk. Yeah, that's possible, Ernie. Yeah. What's Claire? So I passed my test in 1997, and the lessons were reasonable 15. But Claire, I passed mine in 1973. What's what I said, Michael? If that was the case, then my blood would be 100% proven. Yeah, yeah. Busy knitting. Clive Waterfall. Busy knitting next to me at the moment whilst watching this. Yeah, I passed in 1998. What says it? I have my own supply. Oh dear. Who's the strongest, Andrew? Yours or Toner's? Was it at the bottle bank? Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah. Oh, about the same. No competition there then, Andrew. So quite strong then. In 1974, I learned to drive in a crash gearbox double-decker bus and was paid to do so. Oh well, Bernie, you had it all on the plate, didn't you? I actually passed my test on December the 11th, 1973. My driving instructor was a chap from Midhurst called Brian Cheese. I had 5 driving lessons, I think, possibly 6. and passed my test first time. And I passed it 3 days before my 20th birthday. Donkey balls. Oh no. Well, it's great of you to join us, but I haven't got a clue who you are. Derek Showing would love this story. Oh dear. I hope this is genuine. And I hope it's Cynthia, keep an eye on this one. Brian Cheese was a great, yes, yeah, he was a great guy, and his reputation was that, you know, a very very high percentage of his pupils passed first time. Passed my motorbike test in 1970. It's clear, but this talk there. Yeah. It's got to be a dodgy one, hasn't it? Cynthia, if you're there, keep an eye on that one. It's got to be wrong. It's got to be. Yeah. Did you avoid the man with the red flag? Didn't have that, Richard. I had a hill start just near a hospital, and literally, as you get to the hospital, there's a crossroads, and as I got towards this crossroads, a car came straight across the road in front of me, and the driving instructor, sorry, the examiner had told me that somewhere along by the hospital, he was going to do an emergency stop where he would hit the highway code on the dashboard, and I had to do the emergency stop. Well, this car came straight across in front of me, so I did an emergency stop, and the examiner nearly went through the windscreen. And as we pulled away, and I said, "Do I need to do another emergency stop?" He said, "No, not likely." I got away with that one. So yeah, but anyway, yeah, it was poor bloke. I think he was still shaking when he got out of the car. They used to use some of the splits for gas runs for my brother went to. Didn't know how much. Oh, okay. Fortunately, doing my driving test around Gosport, I did not have to do hill starts. Well, it's pretty flat round there, Andrew, isn't it? Been to Dravon where it was going from the Kerry Ball and Kevin. I had a child ran out in front of me. I did the emergency. Wow, Kerry, that would frighten the living daylights out of anybody. Gosh, that is frightening. Bernie, what is a crash gearbox? I don't know that terminology. Kerry, you could have all done us a favour if it had been Robert. Sorry, Robert. Only cheesy. Oh, okay. Yeah. I've got you, Bernie. Yeah. Yeah, so you don't do the old, is it, they call it synchro gear change or something, double clutch or something like that, is that it? Yeah. Yes, thank you, Bernie. Yeah, you have to double clutch, yeah, to change gear, break your arm. Yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah. Game of Thrones, Claire loved it. Loved Game of Thrones. What's his name? The curly-haired bloke. And the wall of ice and all that sort of malarkey. The local Amazons don't ask people to do an emergency stop unless they know. Oh, well done, Richard. Kit Harrington, thank you, Shelley. Thank you. Yes, but what was the name of his character in Game of Thrones? Oh, because I didn't know you was that small. He's about that big. Kerry's about that big. Tiny bloke. He's from out of Cumbria. They don't grow very big up there. Never watched. Oh, Shelley, you're no help. Oh dear. Jackie, winter is coming. I hope not. I hope it's going behind us. Shelley, you're always there to help. I know that, darling. You're always there to help your dad. Was it Lassiter? Lassiter something. Yeah, it was. That was his surname, Tracy, wasn't it? Jon Snow. That's it. That's the one. Jon Snow. Yes. Hence the winter bit. I think yes. That's Robert. Yes, you are absolutely right. Yeah, Jon Snow. It was. Yeah, is it? I thoroughly enjoyed it actually. Yeah, I did enjoy it. I like those sort of programs. Anything like that, or a murder mystery, or a really good film. I saw one on Netflix last night. I can't remember the name of it. Um, um, Cynthia, if you're there, I told you about the film. What's it called? Something Pale Blue or something. Um, I can't even remember the actor's name in it now. It's gone. Um, very good film I watched last night. Actually, he was a Targaryen. Oh, was he? Christian Bale. Thank you, Shelley. Yeah, I told you about it earlier on. I told you about it earlier on as well. Yeah, yeah. What was the name of the film, Cynthia? Can you remember? Pale Blue Eyes. Christian Bale. That's it, Robert. You've got it. Have you seen it? And what did you think about it? I thought the twist at the end was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I didn't expect that. That took one little bit. Very, very good film. Now we're doing for time. Oh my gosh, 1 hour, 7 minutes. What happened there then? Not yet watching the ring. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Oh, you. Yeah. You watched it. Very good twist at the end. Very, very good film. I saw a polar bear in Iceland the other day, and we had to fight over the hamburgers. God. Oh dear. I've never watched it, but as a man, because my daughter cats characters. Oh right. Okay, Jackie. That's interesting. So right, we're nearly at 1 hour and 8 minutes now. Do I keep this going or do I end it now? Come on, folks, tell me what you want me to do. Because it's way past my bedtime. I'm only joking. Last series wasn't very good at all. A bit of a letdown. Actually, I agree there, Robert. It wasn't that great a finish, was it? Drink? No, I'm not having any more wine, darling. Thank you. Not tonight. No. Because if I keep playing with these chords, look, I'm going to end up there, and that'll please a lot of people. This is actually my son's. This is my son's top. It's nice and warm. That's why I'll keep it on. Then the heating doesn't have to go on so much. It's well, Kerry, watch it anyway. Watch it anyway. But I think most people agree that it's not what everybody expected to happen, really. But I'd still watch it. When did Christmas Day fall on Boxing Day? What? When did Christmas Day fall? Jackie, that's completely thrown me now. What are the chords for, Kevin? I don't know, but they do this. I'm not sure. I don't know. Have a lock in. Yeah. It'll be a lock in with one ear, Michael. That'd be it. Started watching American Horror Story series last night. Super good. Super horror. Okay, I'll have to have a think about that one. It was exactly how I imagined the ending would be. John had to go to the real north. Keep going. Recommend. Keep being recommended to me. Storehouse. Storehouse. Okay. Evan Peters is in it. He played Damer. Evan Peters? No idea. Think horse racing. Think horse racing. Okay. Stonehouse, Kerry Balding. Stonehouse. Serial killer Dharma. Okay, yeah. Christmas Day was a horse. Ah, gotcha. Dharma. That was that weird bloke, wasn't it? Dharma. Is that how you spell his name? Dharmer. Was it? Hang on, Dharma. Was he American? Was he American bloke? Probably not. Good night, Claire. Thanks very much for joining us. Fingers crossed for you, darling. Let me know as soon as you know. Yes, that's it, Robert. Cannibal Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah. Gay serial killer. Yeah. I've got it now. I think I know the guy you mean. I hope, Claire, if you're still there, I hope you've got cheered up a little bit tonight and you're not, it's helped you a little bit. Because that's what we're here for. Daniel, are you still there? How's your day been? Oh, good night, Andrew. You're an hour or something ahead of us, aren't you? Take care, my friend. I'll speak to you soon. 22nd of January is going to be coming around very, very soon. And it's all booked. It's all the book is closed, I'm afraid. We can't take any more bookings, I'm afraid. Safe journey tomorrow's here again. Yeah, take care. Getting back to the village, Andrew. Shelley, I'm afraid it's yeah, I'm afraid we booked it all and they can't take any more bookings from us because it's I can't remember now 22 people going. So unfortunately, no, it's closed now. If you'd wanted to come, you should have let me know sooner. Oh, is that you, Jackie? You going off now? Good night. Thank you very much for joining us. See you on Wednesday. Bernie, I think we have. I think we've literally have taken over the pub. Thank you, Caroline. Enjoy. Well, have a lovely dinner. 4 p.m. Yeah, okay. And look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. So look, folks, I think people are starting to drift off now, and it's coming up to an hour and 14 minutes. I haven't kept an eye on. And Roy's going as well. Good night, Roy. Thanks very much for joining us. Have a lovely holiday, my friend. I haven't kept an eye on the amount of people. Oh, hang on. Susie, good night. Thanks very much for joining us. Good night, Shelley. Good night, darling. Thanks very much for coming in tonight. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you'll join me in 2 weeks' time. Look, we're at 1 minute 14, and I think we'll close it down now. Although there's still chats going on. I will get this to end in a minute. Good night, Tracy. Thanks very much for joining us. Bye bye, Kerry. Bye bye. Robert's going as well. Good night. Good night. Peter, good night. Thanks very much for joining us. It's been great fun. Really has. It's like it is. Good night, John boy. Good night, Claire. Good night. Yeah. Not in 2 weeks. Why? What's happening in 2 weeks, Cynthia? Oh, is that the walk? Is that a date of the walk? The dinner, yes. Oh, so we what? No, there won't be a live chat from me in 2 weeks' time. Oh, everybody's applauding, saying yay! Okay, that's it. 1 minute 15 now. We've got to. Okay, everybody. Look, thanks very much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. It's been great fun. I don't know what the numbers got to. Got no idea. We got 30 likes, which is brilliant. Bernie, that's a possibility. Yeah. 1 hour, 15 minutes, you mean? Yes, I do. 1 hour, 16 minutes now, Shay. So look, everybody, thanks very much. I'm going to go and get myself some hot cocoa or something. 33, Cynthia. Thank you very much. Good night, Angela. Good night, everybody. Thanks very much for joining us. Did I say 1 minute 15? I meant 1 hour 15. Oh my gosh. Good night, Ernie. Good night, Shelley. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much. Thanks, Cynthia. Thank you. Bye bye. Oh my word. Give me strength. Good night. Good night. Oh dear.